You know? Hello and welcome. That Trini came, aka
Now
my
you know how
spin,
I feel.
aka Amber Hood. I'm joined by
Objection?
Holy. Wow, we are lame tonight. Both of us, lame. Both me and HomegirlKira just gonna do a quick reaction to the verdict. We saw it already. Just all those who thinking that we're faking it, we saw it already. We couldn't hold our excitement. Okay, we will just run it.
All right, is it
You see how
unanimous?
she was like Ralph Fixon?
Thank you, sir.
I always
Thank
find
you,
that
sir.
interesting if girls tend to have to do that a lot or what.
Is that
I need to
nervous
start
stick?
talking as if-
In civil
I
case
don't
number
know.
CL, quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, end quote.
I'm sorry.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes.
One.
Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater
No,
weight of the
this
evidence?
is still the first question.
Question. The statement was made or published by Ms.
It's some
Heard.
questions.
Answer, yes.
Two.
Question. The statement
No.
was about Mr. Depp.
It's not question
Answer,
2 yet.
Yes. Question. The statement was false. Answer, yes.
Yes.
Question.
Man,
The
it was just
statement
only
has a
yeses.
defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
Watch her face.
You think
was
to like
designed
Watch her
capture
see.
already
Yes.
that she was going to
By Ms.
lose?
Heard.
Because you're seeing
No,
like
watch.
the feet
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Question. Due to
The
circumstances
shoulders
surrounding
rounded, the
publication of
head
statement,
tilting down,
it
and all
conveyed
she's
a
just doing
defamatory
reading.
implication that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice.
John Malice.
Answer, yes.
Yes.
I was
Now
blue
to
to me.
question 2.
I became
Right.
a
So
public
this is the
figure,
second part. It's our
and I
next
felt the
quote.
full force of
You see how she
defamation.
breathing?
Answer, yes. Answer,
Deep breaths
yes.
in her.
This
That's
is-
why I thought she might have actually cried this time. This
Okay,
looks like she heard.
yeah. Feel sick
Question.
moment.
The statement has a
Yeah.
defamatory implication about
Literal.
Right now, her stomach
Answer.
hurts.
Yeah,
her chest
and
hurting.
nuts.
Question. The defamatory implication
Correct.
was designed and intended
So
by
now I
Ms.
say, I
Heard.
thought this would have been the
Answer,
time she
yes.
might have actually cried.
Mr.
Her
Depp.
face completely
Answer,
different than
yes.
what she was putting on
Do
in
you
court.
find that Mr. Depp? Answer,
I think now
yes.
she like it not register. Hey, this happening.
Appearing
Like it
in
had
the
no going back.
op-ed entitled "A
Yeah.
Transformative Moment for Women."
See
in the
Nicaragua going down the
Washington Post
toilet.
print edition.
That's how this girl had to
Quote,
read over
I
and
have
all
the
of
rare
this.
vantage point of seeing of defamation.
Isn't it technically the opposite
Answer,
right now?
Yes.
Yes,
Has
I
Mr.
agree.
Depp
Yes.
Trying to
by a
protect
greater
her?
weight of the
Yeah,
evidence or published
Well, I
by
mean, the
Ms.
public
Heard.
ain't having it, but
Answer,
the media
yes.
The
is.
media, yeah.
Question. The
Corporations,
statement was
yes.
about Mr. Depp, that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice. Answer,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million.
What's the difference
As
between
against
the
Amber Heard, we,
compensatory
the jury, award
and the,
damages in the
punitive?
amount of $5 million.
I don't know. I had to look that up.
Use
Okay,
fake
this is the thing that she
sexual
got.
violence allegations as both
She
a
got
sword
no
and
on the
shield,
first one. Is the
depending on
second
your
one?
needs.
Okay.
2020
This
online
one.
edition of the Daily Mail. Quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick.
I guess
The
this
officers
one
came to
is
the
because
penthouses,
probably because of how
thoroughly
he
searched
said they
and
plan it.
interviewed, and left
Yeah.
no damage to face or property. So
So
Amber
this is
and
the
her
one the
friends
letter went
spilled a
on
little
because he
wine
said
and
they
roughed the place
planned
up.
that.
Got their story
We don't know if that's
straight
true.
under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, made or published the statement. Answer, yes.
They had to answer real questions, boy.
Do you
Yeah.
find that Ms. Heard has proven
No
by
wonder it
clear
takes
and
so long.
convincing evidence that the
But the
statement
thing is,
by
remember,
Mr.
she
Waldman
also has
was
to
made
repeat
with actual
herself a lot,
malice? Answer,
like the
yes.
whole thing. Remember, it's the
3.
same kind of questions,
As to this statement, appearing in the April
So
27th,
you have like the
2020
headline that she
online edition
repeating
of the
for all
Daily
of
Mail,
them.
quote,
Then
reads
she, the
beginning
quote
of the end of
will
Ms.
be
Heard's
different for
abuse
each
hoax
question,
against Johnny
but
Depp,
all the
end
sub
quote.
questions are the same thing.
Do you find that
Right.
Ms.
That
Heard
you're
has
answering
proven
to the
all
quote
the elements of
or the
defamation?
statement.
Answer, no. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million.
But yeah, thoughts.
But thoughts, I'm surprised he got yeses on everything. I'm happy he got yeses on everything. Surprised it was that straightforward though. As I say, I kind of understand why she gets the yes, because the guy went in a little extra.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's fine. But I mean, it's a complete wash, and it's good. I mean, these things need to happen. Like, we know, we've seen there are men that are victims of domestic violence, physical, verbal, emotional. People are capable of things. It's not just male versus female. People are capable of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are capable of these things. It was just this whole thing, it stopped being a celebrity thing for me. And whether it was him or her, it's just looking at what people are capable of and then faking evidence like that. It was just wow. Because when it had the two pictures of the floor, that's a blatant lie.
You've seen this photograph as well, right? On the third day of your direct testimony, you testified that this photograph reflected spilled wine in Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016. And defendants exhibit 512 and 725 seem to be different versions of the same picture. Which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or May 21st, 2016?
If you have the picture of the floor with the stain and stating, hey, this happened this date, and then you have the same picture on the floor. Now, if you had told me that the wine stain had stayed, I'd have been fine, but the bottle in the same spot.
Yeah, and check out our short on about that same spot the difference. Get it?
The bottle. Because this was me watching it. Is it that the floor stained, but then the bottle in the same spot?
Same
I'm like,
spots.
I'll forget to redact that then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I would honestly like to know if she would get charged on maybe not perjury but false evidence. But as I've heard, this more happens in a criminal court if you're lying to the police or the
Yeah.
some sort of
And I guess
official, the state.
as you say, the state would then be like, hey, whoops.
Yeah, but because the thing is, it's not just
Prosecution.
your account of a situation. It's not like how I see it with how you see it. Evidence was presented, and some of it was a lie. But as I say, why that happened so quickly as well is that the closing arguments were well done on Depp's team. They went through literally. They went through all those questions, especially for his claims, to point out each situation applies to those questions.
To me, you get a cheat sheet for your closing arguments too. It's like, look at there. Just reiterate and make sure that they hit all those questions.
Exactly, because when she came in, she presented like every little thing that had a flaw. She said this, here's this. This bruise happened on this date, but he wasn't even around for a couple days. And then the next day, the bruise is gone. Then this happened, then the flaw, then the makeup kit, then this, then that. And then Ben just came in and said, okay, that situation she spoke of, that's how it applies here. For this question, she would have mentioned this, that's how this applies here. So me as a jury, I would be like, okay, I'm seeing this. Whereas her counter claim, he didn't say it. And then they had already presented that right after the Aquaman movie came out. Your numbers were the negative. Trying to compare
yourself to, yeah. Right? And again, another short on the channel.
These are the winter 2019 Q scores that are reflected here. And what was important for me is I wanted to find Q scores that represented Miss Heard after Aquaman, but before the Waldman statements. So as you see here on the left are positive Q scores, and the higher the number, the better.
Because yes, initially you came with the whole Me Too thing, and it was like, hey, I'm a victim of abuse, and it's like, hey.
I mean, she faking the injuries, you're tipping off TMZ. It's like
it was all, as you see, it was a hoax.
And that's very disappointing. And then the media is saying we need to believe
don't even talk about that.
Woman.
Don't even talk about that. That is
but
disgusting.
The thing is, you're saying you need to be able to speak. She did speak and she lied.
Exactly. Yeah, you could speak. You can. She's saying how, look, in her own statement here, right? Freedom of speech and no evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I'm sad that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. Yes, you can, but you can't defame people. You can't lie like that. That is the point. Nobody telling they can't speak. You living in America, yeah, you can talk, but come on, come correct. So you feel like you just say whatever you want to say, just and somebody not have a reaction to what you're saying. Like somebody people had to be able to defend themselves. That is why I do like when like the people who think about Michael Jackson. It's like, no, it's like the man dead horse. What are you trying to do? The man dead. The man can't say nothing. People have the right to react to what you say, and this is him reacting to you.
And which he asked for it to be public, knowing how the world could see him for some of the things that he said as well.
And that's a good point, is that this wasn't about the money for him, you know. This was about the defamation.
It
was like, hey, yeah.
Look, I have said what I have to say. Verdict is whatever it is. And he's gone to live his life.
Yeah, this was him getting back his life. That was it. All this time, she was going down the road with all of these allegations, and the media was backing her through the whole thing and questioning.
And this is what some of them mentioned, you know, is that like, whereas the fans or the people who are actually watching the trial are saying what, the media is actually saying something else. So it's like, if nobody else was covering it, and if this trial wasn't public, the output of it would have been different.
This person, correct way to she would say.
My lies was not enough to stand up to the truth. Hey, this is why one of my statements is the truth will always set you free, and the truth will always come out. You can lie, you can hide, you could do whatever. It may not come out today, it may not come out tomorrow, but it comes out. When you lie so blatantly and like with such exaggeration, it gets hard to keep up with it and to cover it up. That's why there's things called like little white lies. Okay, you keep a little secret. Yeah, you didn't eat all 10. You say, like, instead of saying you ate 10 cookies, you ate 5. Fine. But don't go say, hey, so-and-so stole it. And that didn't even happen. Uncancelled. Amber hired by the Daily Wire. Is this a joke?
It's a joke. No, actually, Babylon B, they are satire, so...
Oh, because I'm like, who would have just picked this up all of a sudden? I'm like, something has to be wrong with you. Are you committing career suicide?
Oh, Daily Wire, but Daily Wire is the same person that hired Gina after she was cancelled. Like. That is why
okay.
Like, okay,
yeah,
so now Amber cancelled, so...
But Gina is still very different. Gina just said what she said.
Yeah, she just said what she said, and Disney was like, nope, we ain't having this here. And there was like, and nobody backed up, and she was gone. Bye-bye.
Well, bye-bye to you too.
Yeah. So wrapping things up, what do you think is next for Amber?
Stay in your house. Wait till things quiet down and maybe peek your head out like them where's Tamoon? A prairie
dog?
or wait till a groundhog. Check how things looking. Okay, not yet. All right, go back.
How long you think she should be in like in isolation for?
Not isolation. What I mean, don't put yourself out there in the media and then movies and stuff like that.
You know, I said how long should should she be in quarantine?
A couple years.
2 years? Right.
I don't know. You see, the thing is, all right, realistically, you should pat them for quite some time because of what you did. But we know how society is. The next thing is gonna come out in a couple months, like a year from now.
Yeah, people will be like, whatever. Yeah, you're right.
Especially if he gets his life back.
Yes,
and he's in other movies and stuff. It's like, look, okay, he's achieved what he needed. Move on. So that was it. The media, they'll move on. She'll be in some small films for a while. I'm not saying her life needs to go to.
Well, for the while, because you're lying in court. Fire on you, woman. I mean,
if
Heck.
No, what I'm saying is, how to put it, don't stone the girl, don't attack the girl. We're not into that kind of stuff.
Nobody want to see that.
Yeah.
No Aquaman 2, goodbye. Bring Amelia Clark, goodbye. Start to reshoot. No, and we did talk about that. We did talk about this. That it really makes sense for Warner Brothers to
if I want to save a movie, suck it up, cut your losses. Recast.
Yeah, recast and reshoot. Recast and reshoot.
Because I don't know how are they going to
Not
chop
now.
on that even more for just to exclude her scenes.
You
They can't just chop
understand?
it up like that. I'm sure there was some significant interaction between the two.
Between her, yep. Even though we saw a story about them not having good chemistry. So
no, I just mean storyline flow wise. You can't just cut out her scenes. It'll make the show look choppy. It won't make sense.
So all that aside, don't just believe.
Humans are capable of shit.
Do your due diligence. Even the ones who say they get abused and stuff, you can't just go and say yes, because again, look at history. That's what happened to Emmett Till, famous one who get beat until he couldn't recognize him anymore because he believed a white woman. That's what happened. And the police beat him until they couldn't recognize his man's face. You understand? So how could you?
There's so many cases of women doing stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
I know, but how?
They got raped. They get this. They get that, and then come out 10 years later. I lied.
Historically, that's a recipe for disaster. This whole listen and believe, and don't do any kind of research or any kind of proper investigation. It's like because you would find out things that people lying straight up. So wrapping this up. What you guys think? Y'all still wanna believe Amber? Leave your comments down below. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Bye.
Mr. James, I brought all your photos, total $300. That's good. 1, 2, take my girl to dinner, thinking Red Lobster. Someone says, told me, look, copy that's dangerous. Stupid white punk and green. You see, we had beef from before, since high school. Miss me, his girl, and shrimp his machine. Please